Hey, what's up guys? Zane here from Terra Games, and I'm doing the third video in the Orcs Must Die walkthrough series. And today we have the third level. I completely forget what it's called, but yeah, you'll see it in the title, the name of the level. Anyway, so this is basically a straight shot hallway. Basically you have orcs coming out of that entrance right there, going down the hallway, and the rift is to their right, so they have to go around a corner. But you're pretty much doing all your killing down this hallway here. And throughout this entire level, I pretty much only use spike traps and wall arrows, and I pretty much abuse them. I use them very heavily. So I put down a layer of spike traps right at the entrance, an arrow wall on the first part of the wall, and another layer of spike traps. I'm just gonna do the rest with my alchemist satchel as always. So here's the first wave of orcs. Pretty easy. You shouldn't have a problem taking out this first wave. And actually I put the alchemist satchel right where the arrow wall would be, so when the arrows trigger, the alchemist bomb also gets blown up. And I believe that's the end. Yes, that's the end of the first wave. There's only 5 waves, so I decided to put one arrow wall down just for giggles. And here's the start of the second wave. And oh, here we have some ranged enemies. I think these are the first ranged enemies we encounter in Orcs Must Die, and I have to tell you, I hate these guys because they will pick you off. Not really pick you off, but if you're not conscious of your health, they can do some damage. But always take out the ranged enemies first because they're kind of annoying. And that's... oh, I'm sorry. I'm always getting ahead of myself, but yeah, here's another wave of ranged enemies. And yeah, pretty easy using my life drain skills. And that should be the end of it. Alright, so now we're moving on to the third round, threw some arrow walls down. I think I'm gonna put some more spikes. Yeah, maybe not. Screw that. That's what I was thinking. I'm just gonna take them out with a alchemist satchel bomb. And yeah. So this third level is very easy, just like the first two. You shouldn't have any problem at all, even if you don't have DLC. Once again, I highly recommend buying the DLC. I think it's $2. I love Orcs Must Die, so as soon as I saw that they were coming out with DLC, I had to buy it. I support pretty much whenever this company comes out with a game, I'm probably gonna check it out. They also created Age of Empires Online. I never played that, but it's got good reviews. Anyway, so now we're on level 4, or wave 4, and I have a break here, so I'm just gonna kind of plan out where I want to put my traps. I decided to go with some spike traps, and you'll see towards the end of this round that I get pretty heavy on the spike traps. I pretty much put them everywhere, along with the arrow walls, and they're pretty much not gonna get past this little area, the orcs that is. Pretty much double stacking spike traps and arrow walls, and they're just not gonna have anywhere to run. They're gonna be toasted. Not toasted, but they're gonna be smashed by spikes and arrows, and yeah. So we have some ranged enemies here on the fourth wave, and as they go down this hallway, they're just getting owned by my spike traps and arrow wall. And that's pretty much the basic concept. That is the concept for this level. As you move forward, put down spike traps, put arrow walls down. You won't even need to worry about it. And as I'm headshotting these ranged enemies, they do have like a far range, and they do damage to you. So just be careful of that. They can get pretty annoying at later levels when you mix in some other type of enemies. The levels do get harder as you go. These are just the first 3 very easy levels, kind of introducing you to the game, the way it's played. But trust me, gets much more in depth, much harder. Orcs Must Die is a fun game. I love it. So as I'm just finishing off these last couple orcs here, just ranged enemies. I think I put down a bomb, and yeah, that's all she wrote. So we're on the last level. I think I'm just gonna finish out by pretty much filling up the ground with spike traps and arrow walls and all that good stuff, just for giggles. And yeah, so for this last round you'll have a mix of ranged, a mix of melee, and the last round, it seems, in Orcs Must Die is kind of a combination of all the enemies that you've faced. At least that's what I've been noticing, or I've noticed. Put about, I don't know how many hours I put into this game, probably about 30. So yeah. I think I'm just gonna cut this one short, guys. Pretty much just need to follow it, what I've been doing. As they come down the hallway, they hit the spikes. You have the DLC, hit them with the alchemist satchel. So yeah, that's it for the 3rd level. Stay tuned for other guides on the rest of the Orcs Must Die levels. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll talk to you later.